Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Genadi! Kvikvinia! Representing Canada, the Soldier Boy Superman from the frozen north. Welcome him now to the stage, No Limits, Devon!
No doubt, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from Neil Pickup. No introduction needed.
Here goes the information.
Way over. Yeah, go early every time. Every time, go early. This time, me this time.
Yes, I saw Neil.
Cover the knuckles.
Started.
I can cover my thumb, though. I can cover my
shoulder.
shoulder.
Very surprised that Genadi was going to get that.
Yeah!
During the set, we see Devon rotate.
Go the hands. Be on Devon, I believe.
One warning. Enter. Thumbs down.
Working every angle
First
now.
Larratt.
We will see
Go down, don't
the
climb.
power go down.
No.
Will the wrist and
Say go!
from Genadi?
Say go! Yeah!
There we go, and Devon Larratt has everything, had everything in the setup. He's taking it away, and the pressure goes on now into the hand and wrist of Genadi.
Yes!
He's on the receiving.
You are my dog!
Although he works, there's nowhere to go, Trav. And look at this, baiting and waiting from Devon Larratt.
Absolutely the worst case scenario in the world. The Devon Larratt that I know can pull here for the rest of his life with different opponents and not lose.
There is literally nothing that Genadi can do from there. Every angle is closed down. And he will wait there. He will wait for Genadi to give up.
Yes, Genadi.
Shouts the open. He's just looking. If Genadi Kvikvinia smart, he will apply a lot of pressure. Elbow.
Oh, come on. Oh, it was not out. It was not out. It was not out.
This is even more beautiful, Neil. Now we are 13 and a half minutes in. 3 starts, and look at the score, ladies and gentlemen.
Arm on the A side, and he needs to be connected arm on arm to win this match.
Just get your hand off mine.
Let's listen in.
Okay, I closed Genadi first.
Stop pulling my riser down.
Unbelievable position on that. But there's the connection, and it's an elbow foul by the look of things there.
Foul off the foot. There was no foul up.
I thought he was completely in control. What an outstanding drive from Genadi. Check out the replay. Devon posted in there, the elbow right here, clearly off the back. I think what we'll see, as soon as Devon sets up that wall there, this match I still believe is in Devon Larratt's favor. Just that press there lets you know that we could be there. We could be there as the match continues, and Genadi's press is beastly.
As I said in the setup to that match, he needs to get A-sided, he needs to get arm on arm. He cannot hang out and allow his wrist and hand to be compromised. This is all about the arm for Kvikvinia.
Thumbs down. I close Genadi first.
Listen in. See what we can pick up.
Ready?
From Genadi.
No. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on!
Elbow foul Larratt.
There, Devon has to be really careful at the start.
Couldn't spot whether or not that was the case. Be ready. And away we go. Posted hard, Devon.
You're dead. You're dead, Genadi.
As we rising here, ladies and gentlemen, be ready. Down come the hands. And away we go. Devon Larratt hits the inside. Genadi Kvikvinia starts to go for the press, but no chance in there. And Devon Larratt has met him center table test. Your frame, you're deep inside. Larratt meets it, dead center. Starts to drive forward and try to apply the tricep, and now tries the can open. Putting the pressure into the hand and wrist. A little bit of height gain. Will go forward from there, but look at Kvikvinia. He's trying to hang it up, trying to maintain that position, talking to the ref now, but the bleed is going in hard. It's over, and Devon Larratt just did massive damage to the arm of the Georgian Trav. He does have the endurance, and he is more than happy and clearly more than capable to make this match about arms. It doesn't need to be about open top rolls. It doesn't need to be about height, king's move, or any of the above. That was arm on arm, and he outlasted Genadi Kvikvinia. We know that this guy can go and go. Very, very dark times right now for the Georgian.
Yes! Looking at that replay, Neil, Genadi had a little bit of a story there about Devon touching his hand with that shoulder. The referee smart to employ some common sense there and realize Genadi was pushing that movement as much or even more at the end. But wow.
An arm at least equal to Genadi Kvikvinia. Do not play the big press. Little false start. And even if it was, hands be ready. We're going to the ref's grip.
Okay, thumbs down. I close Genadi first.
Wrist and wrist. Be ready. Go! And the way we go. Deep press finish. Game over. Game over.
One thing's for sure, once you come into press and you're going to leave that hand around, you are needing and hoping that that shoulder is back far. Big man, that's why I'm doing this to your guy right now.
That quick?
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier today on the pre-event live. For every advantage, there is an equal and opposite disadvantage. With size comes a trade-off in endurance, and you do feel like Genadi Kvikvinia is low in the gas tank, Trav. Look at
that hand anymore. It's going to be given to you. Just don't make the mistake of moving that shoulder back. And from what I can see with the posture, Devon Larratt went to that class, and he's coming forward.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling he's going to stop at 9 o'clock, Neil, and he's going to ask Genadi to give up.
Big drive from Genadi, but not even close. And we're going to the strap. And to be perfectly honest there, Trav, you can see that Devon's not concerned by that. He feels like the arm's fatigued enough.
Check the hand positioning right now at Devon Larratt. You're not going to see a cap thumb anymore. Now under, totally coming forward.
Would love this thing to supinate. Would love to see Genadi palm up. Genadi going straight for the press here and does so. Oh, it was over.
One warning.
And it didn't matter. He jumped the start. It made no difference, and the blood's getting up in Genadi a little.
Genadi getting ready to take an ass whipping up there, putting your hands on that man. That's Rambo right there, big guy.
Just say go. Just say go.
Just
say go.
A couple of times.
Yes, you did.
Shoulder.
Just say go.
Be ready.
Just say go.
But I will tell you this, if Rivas, Levon, Bacho, and Genadi jump on Devon,
He's in trouble, dude.
I'm going to walk down, not run, to help.
Yeah, here we go.
Say go.
Hardest job in the building, Christo Delajakov.
Look at the shoulder difference in these two people. I understand exactly why Devon is.
Massive drive, and there is the pin from Genadi Kvikvinia. Just up high, he shouts, and just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, wow! Billy committed hard to the press. Let's see them on the replay. Watch him dive on this thing. There it is, massive press. Nailed it to the pad. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in an arm wrestling match, big time, here in the main event.
Absolutely ridiculously impressive by Genadi right there.
Amazing.
Listen, this thing was all over, and now all of a sudden there's a
I think that's just lighting, brother. He's fine.
Shoulder. Nice shoulder.
Devon backed off a little bit, needs to keep on it, needs to keep forward.
I believe he's got such a great grip, Neil. He's almost, he doesn't need to come.
I wouldn't go top there. I would literally stay on him.
Sometimes if you pull a flop guy, it doesn't matter.
You do feel like it needs to go. Devon needs to keep his arm in the match. Don't let it land on top of you.
Shoulder, Genadi.
If that press lands on you, it's a world of trouble. And there we go! And it turns in. Now it's on arm. Test your frame. And Devon Larratt
match.
Super tight, super deep, but who will last the longest? Genadi Kvikvinia, big drive down. Oh my God! Yeah! Look at the aggression, the venom, the visceral intensity. It's come up the stairwell and is hitting us in the commentary booth, ladies and gentlemen. East versus West 7 main event. Down come the hounds on the way we go. What's the press? Genadi Kvikvinia with the press. And the Georgian. Wow. Appeal for Genadi Kvikvinia. He shouts into the crowd, and Devon Larratt loses here at East versus West 7 in the most dramatic of fashions. This is unbelievable. Wow, what an end, what a climax, Travis.
Don't worry about anything when it comes to how that match developed. Just know that the man on the right, Genadi, came to Turkey on a mission, and he has completely surprised the arm wrestling world, not with winning, but just the route in which it took.
The main event, Genadi Kvikvinia. What an amazing main event, great match, went back and forth. I want to hear Genadi's thoughts about the match, how he felt in the match. Just walk us through it.
ველოდი კიდევაც ყველა ვარიანტში რო ბრძოლა იქნებოდა, იმიტომ რომ როგორც დევონი მყავს წლების მანძილში შესწავლილი, ისე ვეყოლებოდი დევონსაც შესწავლილი, მაგრამ მე ამისთვის მზად ვიყავი. მაგრამ მე აქ ვიტყვი, ჩემი დაღლა არავის არ შეუძლია თუ დიდი ძალით არ მაჯობებს ვინმე.
So he said that he knows Devon so many years, he has done research, and he was expecting that Devon had done likewise about Genadi. And he said that obviously because of that, he expected the toughest war in his entire history. And then he said that nobody can exhaust me unless they are levels above strong.
მე ლარატ შევპირდი რომ დაგლით ხო და ზუსტად ისე მოხდა, ამით ვარ გამარჯვებული და ენგინს 9 ქულა რო უწერია 10 ქულა აუცილებლად მან ჩაწეროს.
He's saying that he promised that show up to show endurance level, if not equal, at least more. So he said that he showed you guys that his endurance is toughest, and he said that the 9 that I have on the cards in the endurance point, he wanted to have 10 from now on, and he showed how endurable he is against them.
Oh, the chat stats will change for sure. Yeah. Genadi, you on the first round you were very calm. You didn't fight a lot of games with Devon, but then you started fighting in the setup, fighting for engagement. Was that the plan, or did you change it while the match was happening?
მე დევონის მიმართ ყოველთვის პატივისცემით ვიყავი განწყობილი, მაგრამ ცოტა მაგისგან ვიგრძენი, უპატივცემულო და მაგან გამაბრაზა და დაისაჯა კიდევაც რა სამაგის პასუხი, სამაგირო პასუხი მიიღო.
Obviously he was, like you said, a bit more calm from the beginning and respectful, but he noticed some steps from opposition side, in this case from Devon's side, that he also had to do likewise and get more engaged, more anger, and eventually Devon got what he deserved.
Well, it's always a pleasure and excitement to see Genadi pull. One more time, Genadi Kvikvinia.
მე დღეს ვხედავდი აქ ძალიან ბევრ გულშემატკივარს, ყველას დიდი მადლობა მინდა უთხრა, ყველას ვინც მიგუმელს გულშემატკივრა, ვეცდები რომ თქვენი იმედები მომავალშიც გავამართლო.
So thank you all guys who was applauding for him, who was supporting him, who was encouraging him during this entire journey against Devon Larratt, and he hopes and he wishes to make everybody else proud of him